baby, and the only home I've ever made. 'Cause I'm leaving in the morning, I must be on my way, headed for tomorrow. It's time I make a change, running out of reason for the distance in between, going through the motions. I'm leaving again. No telling why, down to goodbye, no turning back around. Got to keep up the stride, no hiding behind this pride. Ain't gonna change, been counting the ways, what's all been said and done. Not wearing me down no more. 'Cause I'm leaving in the morning, I must be on my way, headed for tomorrow. It's time I make a change, running out of reason for the distance in between, going through the motions. I'm leaving
Oh, thank you very much, Corey. Off the new 33.3. It's just like that vinyl record you were telling me, the new CD or the new LP too, hopefully, huh?
Yeah, well, thanks so much. I mean, we were talking a little bit about, sort of the thought process behind the title of 33.3, and it kind of, in my mind, sort of has a dual meaning there. I mean, you can think of it as the old vinyl format of, like, a 3-song EP and the 33.3 RPM, the speed that it used to play on a turntable sort of thing. And I kind of like that idea, and maybe I'll actually, after we get the digital release out next week for the EP, maybe when we get to doing the physical packaging and stuff, maybe I'll have the option of having, this album again as a vinyl product for limited quantities for people that are interested in that sort of thing, sort of as nostalgia, and so there's that sort of element to it. And then, of course, if you think about the spiritual element of the song, like, which you're going to hear in a little bit, the new single, Good Times Gone, I mean, you think of spiritual element of 33.3, if you think of, like, the Psalm verse in the Bible, 33.3, like, sing unto him a new song, play skillfully with a loud noise. I mean, it's all about that spiritual and music element in our lives and positive stuff, and I think a little bit of quality of life versus the quantity of life is a good way to look at things, and reflect on the better days, and to awaken a new spirit inside and rebirth sort of thing is all these little things playing in the background,
Well, yeah, he lives in the spiritual of this song. Every culture, everywhere, has all been singing together, and we're singing together. We're not fighting or. And it brings us, because we're talking off air, sure, it's unbelievable what's going on. We're not, we're on the Magoo right now, and it's 6/29, 1920, in June, and it's, wow,
Well, music is the universal language, and we should, if we can all tap into that and be a part of that, I think, it's a good start.
And as we were talking, then we get back to the music before. We got to get on air, Corey. And then we start talking about your Tootie a little more. And I says that's exactly what my show you're doing, and the only way that kind of the Lord and the spiritual. And that's what I'll say, because that seems to really be under fire nowadays. A lot of people are living in the 24/7. It's about now. And if you can't see that going on in our world, that is what it is. A lot of people are living in this times, and that's the only place they care about. And that's why we have so many things going on now, And once we need people like yourselves, maybe my show music, because that's what I've been trying to do. I talked to a DJ in UK the other day, Miles Nixon, and he's saying, and he was back on the boat off of Israel back in the day in the 70s. Joan Baez and John Lennon were funding Peace Radio. And Miles was telling me he was just on. I play his stuff, Conjecture Junction, late at night. It's world music now that I'm able to play. But he's saying the same thing. And one person hears it and brightens their day. Hey, that's what I'm trying to do. And obviously, and you are as an artist been doing that forever. But what
man,
do we really
you hit the nail right on the head there. You have to do something that's going to resonate with people and bring out that joy in a way. Like it's hard to be negative. I find for myself, it's hard to try to be negative with music. I mean, it just doesn't work for me. I need that release. I need that. The spiritual element in there is a lot of emotional stuff for me too. Like it's, like I said, if it's resonating with people and you're creating that positive, and try to put a positive spin on things as much as you can and not drag everybody down. I think you're doing something right.
Well, that's another topic, and I guess it's a sign of the times. And I also say back that a lot of the music that's been happening in the last 20, 30 years, you want to be the bad guy and doing some negative chanting, you can go ahead. And you got to go, and you got them chanting at a young age, and now they're believing it. That's all part of it, too. What is prayer? Prayer, in a lot of ways, is a positive chant. But if you got all that stuff going about people, they're going to believe it. So that's a sign of the times, Yeah, that's what I believe, too. And the music on my show is we're trying to do the other side of it, And that's what you're bringing to the world.
Cool, brother. So, thank you.
All right. Let's do it right now. Good times gone. Mr. Corey Coons off at 33.3. Thank you.
Feel the sweet breeze blow down the lane. Wildwood flowers grow round the bend. It's the light in your days, not the length of our stay, and the truth in your ways when there's nothing more to say, where the good times been gone, and those days of old when life was young. Let your spirit unfold, be my heart and soul, make me feel alive, where the good times gone. If you feel left behind with the humble and the kind, take a good look around, set your wheels back down, and touch the ground, where the good times been gone, and those days of old when life was young. Let your spirit unfold, be my heart and soul, make me feel alive, where the good times gone. Good times gone. When life was young and calling you back It's the light in your days, not the length of our stay, where the good times been gone, and those days of old when life was young. Let your spirit unfold, be my heart and soul, and make me feel alive. Where the good times gone, make me feel alive. Where the good times gone, make me feel alive. Where the good times gone.
Oh, thank you very much, Corey. Good times gone, bro. Good times gone, man.
Thanks.
Congratulations, my friend. Today's the
Thank
day. And thank you for the opportunity today, because we were talking last week. You know, you're booked all the time. Things are happening, and it so happens tonight was the night you had some time, and today's the day. So thank you for that opportunity to give you the big shout out.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for having me. And like I said, it's been such a great opportunity these last few times to get to chat with you again. And I want to thank you for all you do for all the independent artists out there as well, and doing your thing and bringing the music to the people.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now let's talk about your other CDs is rocking too, that you guys have going, you know, that I played in the past. Let's kind of get back into some of that too. Long Road, Dead Man's Dream. Oh man, and Once Too Many, Once Not Enough. That stuff is just classic stuff that you have. Break the Fall, that just came out not too long ago. Would you say? I got all those things lined up along with Love Will Fire the Flame. So all those things are on the docket here tonight.
Awesome. Yeah, all those songs I think that you mentioned are from the Long Road Home album, which came out in 2018. So yeah, I was really proud of that album. Once again, Mark Muir took part in that one, and it was recorded with Ron Nevison. He produced it and mixed it, and we had a great time. It was a wonderful experience doing that album. It was very sort of old school in a way as well, with, you know, sort of eight songs, old school type of rock album, you know, back in the day when you think of like when the albums came out. I don't know, just the whole journey of that kind of encompasses itself in the title, you know, The Long Road Home. It's my whole sort of involvement in music since I started has been a long journey, and kind of came full circle to where I'm at with my writing even now, with the new EP coming out, and everything just kind of keeps circling, you know, and it's great. I mean, to keep those
one
ideas
thing great
flowing.
about that, yeah, one thing great about that one too is the cover. It's eye-catching. I can see it now. The Corey Coons with the golden eagle or the banner type is that was some cool artwork on that too, my friend.
That's actually a white dove. That's my graphic. You're talking the new album, the new EP?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, all the stuff that you have. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. So that's I have to thank my my graphic design artist, Patricia Waters, who does the stuff for me at Asset Design, and she came up with that idea of the white dove in behind, which is a very spiritual element to it, you know. And then of course the last album, The Long Road Home, with you know, the highway sort of thing and going into the mountains and a very rugged sort of looking road, which I thought was very cool too. I'm not sure where she found that picture. I don't even know where exactly that picture is, but I really always liked it. So just those sort of things are important too. I think giving you the scope of everything.
Well, yeah, because nowadays you still see that all the time when you see your tracks or, you know, being promoted, coming up on the players and, you know, Roots Music Report and all that good stuff. So I like it because it's such a team. As I learn when I talk to the artists, yourself and the traveling and your wife and family and, you know, everybody's else joining you, helping you along in this journey. And so important today because I love talking again back to the artists today because forget about what's happening right now because, again, we're taking, you know, the music and the notes that the Lord has given us. That's all I think the spiritual part that we're finding that we really need in our world today. You know, you say that over and over again, but I think that needs to be said a little bit more. And I'm sure the the flame is still rocking. What else